and then we will mute for the pledge. Mute, and you can unmute when we're done. Okay, TOPS pledge. I am an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I'm tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I will take off pounds sensibly. COPS pledge. I'm an intelligent person. I will control my emotions, not let my emotions control me. Every time I'm tempted to use food to satisfy my frustrated desires, build up my injured ego, or dull my senses, I will remember I am to be an example as I keep off pounds sensibly. Okay, today, so how's that? Well, I don't want to leave. I just want to get rid of this. How do I get rid of this? Close. Okay, that works. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend, Stella? You're muted.
There you go.
Last week was okay, but weekends are hard.
They are. They are. Especially ours. I mean, I was so excited. I was going to be able to do my TOPS walks and hikes. It's like, it's not going to snow. It rained all day yesterday. I went on a hike. I canceled my TOPS one because, you know, bad weather, no one shows up. And I was soaked. I had what, four layers on. I was soaked to the skin, and everything. My coat was a winter coat, so it was, you know, waterproof, but it rained so hard. I was soaked to the skin out. It's like, wow. I had one of those emergency bivvies. It's like those thermal fabric, emergency stuff, emergency fabric. I wrapped it around me, and my backpack, everything was soaked, even with a rain hood on it. It's like, man, so, but yeah, but I got out there. I did my walking. So, okay, I'm going to share screen because today is Monday. And Barb, Cady does, where's the share button? There it is. Share, and there. Because this one is about asking for help. Tammy, where'd you go? She must have gone.
I'm here.
Okay, okay. I need to. There we go. For some reason, it only had one person. Okay. This is
The downstairs.
Monday's moments or moment. Yeah, Barb Cady's thing. Today, this is posted today. Smile, accept help from others. That is our hardest problem. Accept it, help, or even asking for help. That's hard for me. What about you guys?
Yeah, it's hard to ask, but you know, in the end, you've got to do it yourself.
Right. But yeah, I mean, no one can walk for you, but
no,
when we need help, we can't just tough it out. We can't be, okay, we tell our kids,
can't just let it happen.
You know, ask for help if you need it. And this is a great Monday moment from Barb. Recently on a chilly morning, my gas fireplace was not functioning properly and would not ignite. Mind you, I knew enough to have figured out that the problem had to do with the remote control and settings for it. Therefore, I was not putting myself at risk trying to mess with the gas feed on the fireplace. This is frustrating because I was following the steps in the instruction booklet exactly as I understood them. Sometimes when I'm trying to figure out how to do something, I will put on some music in the background to help me from getting frustrated with my learning process. The music I happened to tune in on the radio was by Darius Rucker, recorded back in the 90s when he was in the group called Hootie and the Blowfish. I love that group. I didn't know Darius Rucker was in there. The song was followed by Sly and the Family Stones, Everyday People, and the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations. In what my grandchildren called Moldy Oldies station. That's funny. The odd mix brought a smile to my face and lifted my spirits. I realized there are three such dissimilar songs carried a common theme. Live your life authentically, as in don't be false. There's so many false people out there. So many people that fake it till they make it.
Mhm.
We learn from other people's struggles too. I mean, my daughter's multi-level marketing, like the online marketing stuff. And they're like, I'm like, you didn't do that. I said, no, but we're taught fake it till you make it. In a lifestyle change, there's no faking it till you make it. It's that everybody learns from everybody's struggles. And you know, when you say you're struggling, somebody might have struggled that way also. Maybe they have some advice to get over that problem. Do the best you can, accept help from others, give help when you can, keep trying, and enjoy the process. If you're not enjoying life, something needs to change. I put down my instruction booklet, picked up the phone, and rang my middle son, who has a gift for understanding instruction manuals that far exceeds mine. Instruction manuals are not in English or any language that's that anybody can understand. It's like, I totally agree with that. You got to have special skills to understand instruction booklets these days, even if they come with instruction booklets.
They're not very clear.
No, they're not. Or I've got something that I bought something, and the instruction manual, if you wanted it, you had to print it out online. What if I didn't have a computer? Okay. He had the missing pieces of my puzzle. The controls of the gas fireplace had been modified years ago. It actually has 2 sets of controls. I was doing everything right for the one set, but had totally forgotten about the other control that needed to be adjusted as well. That certainly struck a chord. It is so hard to solve a problem when you don't have the full understanding of its parameters. What had seemed to be insurmountable challenge quickly resolved. And when I clicked this, you had a hyperlink here. Calm, capable, commit, connect, creative. Teamwork is a key component to virtually all aspects of life. As much as we value individual excellence, few of us achieve that without help and support from others. She called her grandson and she got the help she needed. She did not become frustrated and just carry on. And she got the help she needed. Most of us join our TOPS chapters looking for that connection to others with similar goals. It is a principle that is key to commitment, accountability, hard work, discipline, and intensity. Having others who may be more capable in some areas help you find creative solutions that work for you in a calm, respectful way is so empowering. Go back here. My smile increased as I reset both controls and the remote. The fire came on and danced happily about, warming the living room in a delightful way, letting go, reaching out. And it says many tips for reaching out. They say right here, printable greeting cards. On the TOPS store, there are now 2 types of thank you cards that you can get. And they're really pretty. I'm going to be ordering some today. But the printable greeting cards are nice to meet you. You know, you're amazing. Pepper meetings with encouragement. Turn up for meetings. It's all about support. And this is on Barb Cady's blog. If you want to go through those links also. Opening my mind, listening and learning resulted in the results I was aiming to achieve so much more quickly and pleasantly, and gave me the wonderful bonus of a visit for my son. We can all get by so much better when we remember that we are in this together and smile. And smiling is contagious. If you smile at somebody, not that anybody can see the smile these days, but if you're
They
far,
can see it though. They know. You can see
yeah,
your eyes.
yeah, people aren't looking at our eyes anymore. They're
Yeah,
looking.
I had a Zoom with my advocate, and my ex-leader was there, and it was just really weird because you could actually see people's faces, you could see their
Yes.
expressions, and it's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
need that connection.
Yeah, I mean, even with we in my chapter meeting, we are far apart. I mean, we did our award ceremony and all this, but eh, we took pictures, but we were far away and took the masks off. But it's like we still having to talk through that mask, and it's hard. But that's our new normal. It's not something I'm feeling we're going to be able to get rid of for quite a while. Not, just like
Mhm.
smallpox, we got to get all vaccinated, but there's a generation out there that refuse to vax. They just do. So there's always going to be the token few that are not going to. But I'm almost Friday's my second shot, so I cannot wait. But hey, we're not about vaccinations. We're about our new normal. But related posts for this are underneath today's blog, living your best life, a sounding board, and a hopeful song. Did you guys want to go into either one of these?
Sure.
Which one? Well, I can do one.
What's the one about the song?
I haven't seen that one either, so we'll see what this one is. Oh, bend like a willow. I am an audio learner. If I'm not audio, you could show me, demonstrate it, and I'm a visual learner.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah, and it's because my kids gave me a GPS thing for my hiking, so I can always know where I am. And again, no instruction booklet, no owner's manual came with it. I had to Google the booklet because it wasn't even on Amazon where they got it. And no matter how much I read it, I cannot figure this thing out. So I've got to find somebody who can read, who is can read a booklet and decipher it. Then I can use it. It's hard. Sounds paint pictures in my mind and crystallize my thoughts. Often I close my eyes and just listen. Even the sounds of silence can be meaningful. Therefore, it's no big surprise to anyone who knows this about me that I love music of all kinds. Years ago, several years ago, while attending, while attending a speaker's presentation with a friend, I had the opportunity to meet singer-songwriter Deana Stanfield. Many of us may be familiar with her upbeat, positive songs and thought-provoking, reflective lyrics. I was particularly looking forward to listening to her message. It was a small gathering, and I had the opportunity to meet her briefly. We connected by chance and formed a precious friendship. With her permission, I started our 2021 series of blogs paraphrasing lyrics of one of her best-known songs, "Let the Change Begin." The insights and understanding that I gained from that song through the years have been incredible. Even more so this year, its message of hope echoes quietly in my head. The insights and understanding of the time in which we have found ourselves recently ring crystal clear. The tempo of the song lends itself powerfully to the lyrics. It starts slowly, deliberately, and contemplatively, and builds up to upbeat crescendo of happiness. Lesson 1: I don't have the power to change the world. We are just one small cog, but like with the election, all votes count. So even we count. Lesson 2: in spite of lesson 1, it is not helpful to sit on the couch and mope and moan about the circumstances. I must begin. Nothing changes if somebody doesn't start to change. Lesson 3: be flexible, bend like a willow, and don't be so rigid that you snap and break. Find a way. Yes, that's hard. Was hard to overcome, especially since my one stroke. I had to relearn a whole lot of stuff. But you can't be so focused on one thing that you can't bend a little bit to make it happen. You can't be so black and white. Lesson 4: be patient, courageous, determined, and focused. Lesson 5: I have the strength to be the change that I wish to see. During many changes in 2020, I played this song often to help me uplift my spirit. In the process, I gradually became stronger, embraced new technologies, connected in fresh ways, redefined essentials, and reconnected with my inner happiness. This fresh new year is a true time for celebration. I'm excited and ready to make the most of each day. I look forward to joining you in an amazing journey. I care, Barb, Cady. Her Monday moments, I mean, she does them on the Empowering Facebook page, and she does it out loud, but sometimes I can't pay attention long enough to actually sit through her video. So I read them here and they're great. But I like that one. And the sounding board and stuff. And I'll look at through these later. Let me stop sharing. And you guys have anything to share, or non-scale victories or struggles? I know I'm struggling. I'm what am I? 2 pounds, no, 1.5 pounds above leeway. And yeah, I only got 2 weeks. I'm determined to do it this week. I mean, I'm getting more active. The weather hopefully will cooperate. They're saying we're having sun. The sun's going to be around for the next couple weeks, so hopefully it won't bring any more rain. So, because we are waterlogged, I don't think the ground can handle anymore. But anybody? No.
No,
Come on. You're thinking, Stella. Come on. Think out loud. Think out loud.
Yeah. What was the question?
Any struggles or thoughts or positive affirmations, anything you want to share?
Well, I had my 17th anniversary as a COPS last week.
Oh, right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we're talking about going back to meetings the 1st of April. So that gives us a month. So
Yeah.
Nice.
hopefully we'll, because the numbers are going way down. So hopefully
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
So
we've got I got a call, 3 or 4 of my chapters are going back in March. It's like, yay!
So
Now-
Stella, 17 years is a long time. How do you have a set meal plan that you stick to, or not?
No, not really.
Not really. Wow.
I just muddle through.
Yeah,
I'm
agree.
I'm below goal about 3 pounds, but I go up and down a couple of pounds in there.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I just keep going, I guess.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for a while, I mean, I was great, at week 60, that was the very first time I was above, out of leeway. It's like, wow. It's like, okay. No, it was 61. Oh, that's like, it's hard because February, I've never been
I know
out
that
of
feeling,
leeway.
Joanne. That's a rough feeling to be up there.
It
That's
is.
not a good.
I mean,
I don't like to be.
during shelter in place, I was below leeway. And that's easy. Just eat some bread. I mean, I'll put it on real quick. But I've never, I mean, I was below goal for 51 weeks. And it's really hard being out of leeway. I mean, being very hard being above goal. It was a shock. But
So
I do. I mean, I just got to keep active. And I've learned, I mean, if I put I have my smartwatch, if I stop the auto pause, it'll track the steps accurately if I do an exercise video. So it won't keep pausing if my arms stop moving. But yeah, so I got my extra mile in last night about 9:30 doing an exercise video. It's like, oh, I want to get this. So I got off my butt and got it done.
What I used to do when I start struggling was I'd find something new, a different way to get back on track, because what I was doing wasn't working. So I'd try something new, and that gives you kind of a start. But
oh, do you guys use TOPSPAN.com?
I've been on there. Yeah.
Have you gone in? Let me share and let me see if I can get to it. Because I was looking there and found TOPSPAN. There we go. It says more practical programs. I haven't seen this part before. Practical programs. They have videos and I printed out all the work because I'm doing, I have a chapter of one. They lost most of their members. So, but she's still weighing in. Her husband's weighing her in, so she doesn't, but she wants to do, food exchange. So I'm glad I found this for her because she doesn't have a whole lot of, she doesn't have Wi-Fi at her house. But there's stop tame the tension. It's about distressing. And I printed out my stuff too. Then they have emotional eating, which is right now, that's where I'm at. That is where I am at.
I've been on there, but I haven't seen those videos.
It's, if you go to more, it's practice. I think this is about a 6-minute video. 6 minute. Did you guys have time to listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. Where's the sound?
Mm-mm.
Where'd she go? There she is. Yeah, raise your hand.
Can't hear it. I turn
Oh.
my phone up. I'll turn my phone up.
Can you hear it, Stella?
No.
Huh. Okay. I'll have to, I don't see why you can't. Let me pause it. Audio settings. Let me see. Share sound. Okay. Let me, if you can hear it, I'll start over.
When you are
Can you
overwhelmed,
hear it?
do you
Yeah.
eat for relief?
Okay, there we go. We'll start over. Forgot you can share screen, but yeah, you have to press thing for share sound.
Hi, I'm Deana Bies, one of the retreat directors for TOPS. Let's visit for a few minutes about emotional eating. Did you know that more than 75% of people are emotional eaters? Getting a handle on emotional eating is one of the first steps towards successful weight control and true eating enjoyment. Let me ask you these 10 questions. See how many you answer yes. Do you often eat for reasons other than hunger? When you are overwhelmed, do you eat for relief?
Yep.
Do you eat to calm yourself? When you're angry, do you turn to food?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever things feel out of control, do you eat more?
Yep.
If someone dislikes you or puts you down, do you turn to food to feel better?
Nope.
When you're happy, does food make you feel even happier? Do you
Sometimes.
usually choose food as a reward?
No, I got out of that habit.
Yeah.
Is food more than nutritional fuel? It may be your best friend, your comforter, your escape, or a source for unconditional love. If you are lonely or bored, do you eat to feel better? If you answered yes to 5 or 6 of these questions, food is moderately important in your emotional life. But if you have 7 or more yes answers, food plays a more central role. You may eat to avoid unpleasant feelings or even as a substitute for love, achievement, or fun. Now that you recognize you may have an emotional eating issue, let's look at some key things you can do to help yourself move forward. I don't think I have to talk too much about recognizing when this is happening, as there's one key question to ask yourself. Is it my stomach that is telling me to eat, or is it my head? Think about that question. Is it my stomach that's telling me to eat, or is it my head? Just by taking the time to stop and ask yourself this question, it may delay that trip to the kitchen. When you've recognized that it's your head, then try to focus on solving the problem rather than avoiding it with food. Try keeping a food mood diary. Are you feeling angry and stuffed? Write it down. By recognizing the connection of
Right
emotion
there.
to food, it will help you to recognize the triggers. Carry a small notebook or a 3x5 card, or even write it on your food diary. Soon you may see consistencies in your eating patterns, and that will help you to make a correction. Have other activities ready for boring afternoons or evenings or other dull times. Being prepared is another one of the keys. Whether you are prepared for something else to do or to have something healthy you can snack on, it will help to steer you in the right direction. Sometimes you turn to comfort foods because you've been depriving yourself of them. It's okay to keep comfort foods, but eat them in smaller amounts. Small doses will take you a long way. And once your brain realizes that you can have the things you love, you may even stop craving them. Be sure to eat regularly and not impulsively. If you are an unaware emotional eater, you are probably popping something in your mouth often. But if you eat on schedule and then find yourself wanting food an hour after lunch, you can ask yourself, what's going on? Try talking to yourself. Tell yourself that this feeling will pass whether you eat or not. Sometimes we think that whatever's going on will last forever, but realize that your feelings do have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Sometimes we experience recreational eating. As soon as the TV comes on, we drag out chips or popcorn. You possibly don't even realize that you're eating or how much. This is when food is fun. When it becomes a habit, though, we put on extra pounds. Food is not a substitute for fun. Keep on playing or enjoying your program for what it's all about, minus the food. Sneak eating can be as much of a problem for your waistline as it is for your self-esteem. Jot down day by day what you ate in private. Simply monitoring and not judging or criticizing makes you more aware of what you are doing. Oftentimes, we don't even realize it, and this will help you be aware and make it easier to cut down on the frequency. If the sight and smell of food sends your emotions racing, try this. 2 minutes before the meal, sit in your chair quietly and take 5 or 6 long, deep breaths. Let yourself feel relaxed. Right before you eat, think about where your food came from and the labor that went into the preparation, and appreciate the fact that it's going into your body to nourish you. Midway through your meal, take another minute. Stop eating and take 5 deep breaths and sit quietly for just a moment. You might even realize that you are no longer hungry. About 10 minutes after you've finished eating, take 1 more minute to do another series of deep breaths. Focus on the physical sensations the food might be causing in your body. Use this as an indicator of how the food made you feel. By overeating and then feeling guilty about it, you create another tension. This is how a vicious cycle develops. Take control of your emotions and know that you are stronger than the feeling. Breaking patterns of emotional eating will leave you free to experience your true feelings, to more easily reach and maintain a healthy weight, and to enjoy your food to the fullest, even the occasional goodie, without guilt or fear.
Oh, basically, she's telling us, say your pledge. The pledge is all about emotional eating and not letting it control us. But anything else? But yeah, the TOPSFan.com. It's, if you press the 3 dots for more, it's under practical programs. I discovered that last night. It's like, this is cool. Because especially if I mean, I'm going to a chapter of 1 and she does not have a computer. I have to bring my tablet with me, and it won't run down my battery when I have to do a video or a PowerPoint. Oh, that very long half-hour PowerPoint. No, no way. That's a little long. But we can pay attention to the going back to basics video, 6 minutes. and it works. But
And what is that under, Joanne?
TOPSFAN, TOPSFAN.com.
Oh, it's not on the tops.org.
No, TOPSFAN, that Mary Mullane site, TOPSFAN.com.
Oh, so you'd have to join it.
No, you don't.
No.
You
Oh,
just have to have the website address. That's it.
okay.
Because I mean, it's not, you don't have to join, you just have to go onto the website. So
Cool.
she's got skits, poems, she's got a lot of stuff on there, and it's great.
Writing this down.
Yeah, topsfan.com.
Yeah, I've been on there before, but I'd never seen the video.
I haven't either. I mean, it's
Oh,
one of
I've never heard of
my,
this.
one of my people that use it. She said she went on to, because she went on it and there was nothing. So I went on it. It's like, but I guess Mary Mullane had to renew her blog, so, or the website, so it's back up. But I haven't been on it for about a year. It's like, wow, I didn't know there was anything about practical programs. It must be new, but it's great. So, but anything else you guys want to share?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, then we'll end with the Helping Hands pledge. You take my hand and I'll take yours, and we'll start out today. For helping hand is what we need to guide us along the way. The way to goal is a lonely road. We need someone to care. Reach out, my friend, and take my hand, and then we're almost there. So everybody, hopefully I will see you on Wednesday. At this point, I'm thinking we're going to do chapter 7 in the real life book. It's about getting and staying fit. And there's a 7-day program. Do you have that book, Tammy?
No.
Okay, I will take pictures of the pages of the 7-day program, and I'll send them to you.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. So I'll see you guys Wednesday.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.